My name is Mrs. Kwizera Penny Nabavidia. I am a farmer. The name of the farm is Ebenezer. We basically do crop farming and looking after animals. We have chickens, we have pigs. Crop farming, we have maize, coffee, we have a banana plantation, a bit of mixture of everything. This farm is located in Mukono, Kayunga Road, Poma to be specific. We've been farming since 2020, around COVID time. We started with the pigs, then we went to the chickens, then we introduced coffee in 2023, we introduced maize. The banana plantation has been here. It has been feeding the home, but then it has now become a little bit bigger. My inspiration to start a farm was, first of all, the background story of how this farm started was, I am a fashion designer. I'm still, but I used to be really active in fashion, tailoring. So when COVID hit, people are no longer going for weddings. I wasn't really working that much. My shop closed. Then I gave birth. I stayed at home. Me being at home is what made me realize that, by the way, at home, there's quite a lot of land that I could use. So we decided to start with pigs. They were so easy to start with, very easy to maintain, not very delicate. A normal day. Since my biggest job here is to do the supervision or managing the farm, I have one that looks after the plantation, I have another that looks after the animals. For them, their work starts a bit early, feeding the animals, going to the plantation. So my normal day is in the morning at around 10, when I'm done with the children's work. I go into supervising what the boys have done. I go to the chickens to see how are they, have they been fed well, do they have water. I go to the plantation. My normal day is mostly supervising, unless when there is a lot of work that I have to engage in. We decided to concentrate so much on the poultry and the pigs. We actually sold out the other animals because we realized they weren't being so much profitable, and also having to do a lot of things at once, you don't get to concentrate. The beauty about the poultry, the layers mostly, you get your daily income, which wasn't with the goats, which wasn't with the turkeys. You don't sell turkeys every day. You don't sell goats every day. The pigs, the beauty about them is once the batch has grown, you sell it, you get a lump sum of money. So basically, that's why we concentrated on the poultry and pigs. This is our old chicken house where the batch that was sold, this is where they were. The coffee, when I started the coffee, my inspiration was mostly something long term, because you can have coffee for up to 9 years, the same tree, before you prune it and do it again. The place that I have, the trees that I have, were like a sample for me to learn, because I've been gaining knowledge from YouTube, from online, that people who do the coffee on a large scale. So I started with a small scale, so that when I go into a bigger space that I want long term, I have already had the challenges I've learned from a bit smaller space. This farm has changed my life. It has impacted me. Number one is, since I had gone into staying at home because my business closed because of COVID, I was idle, and it has given me that movement. I have things like, I am busy, I have things to do, then you get into researching, then you get into studying here and there. Yeah, it has given me some bit of being busy. Then income, of course, because I gain from it income. Impacting the community I am in, because I get to employ these people. Every now and then, you have things to carry around. You brought like maize, because sometimes I get to buy like a lot of maize to stock for the animals. So you get boys from the community to help carry the maize to the store. Then when it's time for planting, harvesting, you get boys from the community to come and help you, plowing. Like, it has given them opportunities to come and work, that I get to pay them, and they get a source of income. In the next 5 to 10 years, I see myself doing more of chicken, because mostly of the layers, the daily income that you have. I see myself doing coffee long term, something these boys can grow and see mommy did this, and yes, they can carry it on if they want to. In the poultry, the biggest challenge I've had is employees. Like those boys that work, a very big challenge, because you have challenges of disease, breakouts you have, but if you're extremely careful, like where I am, disease control is a bit easy, but also disease comes, there is medication. But getting a right worker is the biggest challenge I've had. This one comes 2 weeks, goes, this one comes 1 month. Right now, the person I have, I am like a mother to him. So he's in vacation, he has come around to help. So right now, I am okay. Yeah, he's very good at mostly the day olds in the brooder. I taught him, the first batch that we have, I taught him. So right now, I am okay. But when he goes to school, that's where the challenge will come in. Now starting to look for outside people, because for him it's now family. Theft outside. People come and cut your matoke. You find in the morning, like 3 have been taken. Disease with the coffee, you can spend like a week without going there, but with the boys going there, then you find a tree has been affected. The plantations are not like animals. When an animal gets a disease, when you get medication, tomorrow you'll see a change. An animal that was weak, by evening, once you give medication. Plantations, you have to give medication for like 3-4 days to see a difference, or even up to a week to see a difference. I've learned a lot of lessons from this farming. As a girl, I grew up in the town. I was born in Mengo. I had no background of farming. Even my parents wonder, how did you come up with farming as a business? So it has taught me a lot of things that I didn't know. It has encouraged me more of starting small, you grow, because I've seen this place grow. Mostly all of it was lessons. My message to someone who would want to start farming is start small, learn your lessons, and then as you grow, even the growth is not like I started with little, then the next time you bring a bigger batch, or you expand really large. Start small, gradually grow into the thing, because there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of lessons to learn here and there. So once you start with a little, even the losses are minimal, so you're not discouraged. As a starting farmer, I would say first get into the community where you're doing this farming from. You'll get support from them. The vet that I use is a community vet who I didn't know before, but because I got into the poultry farming, I got to know him, and now he comes in anytime I get a challenge, because you are not going to call on to the government when you get a strike of a disease. So if you are to seek support as a starting farmer, you get into the community first, because you're doing small scale. Actually, the government thing, mostly, if you want support from government, if you're doing small scale, you have to be many to get support from the government. Yes. So I would say you start with the community that you're in to get support from it. What keeps me motivated? Number one is seeing everything grow. Seeing the birds grow from day 1 to 1 month to 2 months to like the ones I've just taken out were 2 years. Then seeing the plants grow. You put a maize seed under soil, then it comes out, then you see it grow, then you end up getting maize from it. What mostly keeps me going is that there's hope. There's hope that you will see the things grow. For me, is I see the things grow, and once they grow, you expect money from them, definitely, once they grow. The hope that there is hope that when I see them grow patiently, I'll get the money from them.